Hello, stream. Oh, hold on. Aha! Hello, stream. How is everybody?
Oh, he left.
Can
back?
we hear you now, Matt? No? Question mark? Why does he not? Does he not have? He should have. Hold on. Let's try. Let's try this. Move you here.
And
Okay, can you hear me, Matt? That's gonna be,
hello. Womp womp.
That's so strange. The heck? Where am I? This is not the right world.
Oops. You gotta tell him how to join yours too, by the way.
I will. So go to multiplayer.
Okay.
It should be direct connect or something.
And his server address.
Oh, I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, is that gonna be my IP?
Potentially.
Matt, are you able to hear us? Send me a message if you can, because if not, I have no idea why you're not connecting. Oh, there he goes.
Bye bye. Is he back?
Yeah, I just don't know that. I just still can't hear him.
Hmm.
Sweetheart, where the heck is my IP? Where do I find it?
I don't know.
Okay,
You
so
go.
this is apparently the something is not working. Okay, Matt. Well, hopefully it fixes itself shortly.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey!
I heard a voice.
hello.
There
Matt?
he is.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah,
We can hear
can you
you.
hear us? We can hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Heyo.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I hear you.
Excellent.
That was, that was scary for a second. I just,
Give me that number.
No, sweetheart, that number's the port number.
Alright, it's not letting me join via the IP.
Okay.
I mean, I'll try it because the first one isn't working.
How are you, Matt?
alive,
Alive.
That's good. That's a start.
surviving. It's incredibly hot here in Germany. It's like 105,
Hmm.
Ooh, that is toasty.
110. Let me check. It's crazy. I'm so fed up with it. It's been going on for weeks. I want autumn so bad, or fall, or whatever you guys call it.
Both.
Um,
We use both.
Let me see. It's 31 Celsius is what in? Oh no, it's not that hot. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Uh, oh shit. It's wait, is that right?
Yeah, tell us what it is in freedom units.
Um, wait. So according to Google, it's 87.8.
Hmm.
Is
I
that
mean,
right, though?
that's
It-
warm, but that's not like awful from our standards.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, you're from what's your state of origin?
Virginia.
Okay. Jess, you're from Texas, right? Or
Florida.
you grew up in Texas, or you're accustomed to Texas.
I
It's,
spent about 3 years there, but
yeah, it's enough, close enough. Um, wait, I get two different numbers here. Now it says 31 Celsius is 97. Are there two different Fahrenheits? No, right? This can't be right.
sweetheart, it
It's
doesn't
hot.
work that way, so I'm just gonna
It's
upload
hot.
it to the realm.
Okay.
Yeah, hot. Thankfully, fall
Yeah.
is almost here.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see about that. I'm not trusting the weather gods yet. I mean, the forecast is looking sad for next week also, so. But I have a cat in my lap, and I just had a great meal, so I'm golden.
Yeah,
That's
can't
like the
complain much
dream right
there.
there.
Yeah. How are you guys?
Doing all right.
Yeah?
Also ready for fall. So here's a question for you: is pumpkin spice a huge thing in fall over there, or is that purely an American phenomenon?
It, I mean, when I was a kid, it wasn't, but the last couple of years, it definitely became a thing. But then again, when I was a kid, Halloween wasn't really a thing over here. It became a thing when I was like 12.
Oh, interesting.
Uh, so it really was a development. It was a process, and so is the whole pumpkin craze. I mean, we always had pumpkin soup over here. It was always something that people ate in the fall during the fall. But all this like pumpkin latte at Starbucks and pumpkin candy and stuff, it's a thing of the last 15, 20 years maybe.
Okay. Okay.
So I have a very interesting subject to bring to the table at the very
Alright.
beginning. Um, Yesterday I was listening to a podcast before I went to sleep, and the people were talking about how when or one of the guys on the podcast was talking about when he stays at a hotel, even if it's just for one night, he pretends like he's living there. He's like he hangs up all his like shirts and sorts his like clothes and makes the bed and because he wants to feel home even if it's just for a night.
Oh,
And
interesting.
all the other people on the podcast were like, "Dude, that's serial killer shit. Nobody does that." If it's like for one night, you just live out of your suitcase, right? You don't like make a big fuss out of feeling at home. And
Right.
now I'm thinking about what's the most serial killer thing about you? What would you say?
Oh, that is not where I expected this conversation to go, but I'm coloring me intrigued. The most serial killer thing about me.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know. That's a tough start.
Just like maybe like weird things you do in day-to-day life that other people might consider that's a weird one. You know, like that's not something you see every day.
Hmm. I mean, I do teach children how to stab each other with metal sticks for a living. That's pretty. That's got to be up there somewhat.
Yeah, it sounds when you put it like that, it sounds really odd. Let's say that.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
mean that's the whole intention of saying it that way too. But whatevs.
con context is
Um,
everything. No.
facts. I don't know. What do you think, Jess?
About me or about you?
Either.
Both.
Mm.
I was about to say, just please tell me your fiance's
What
killing
makes him a serial
features.
killer? Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What if? Oh no, I can't keep running. I'm going to get hungry.
Oh,
I
are
either
you
need
not
food or
in?
creative.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying to starve you. No, there you go.
Yay.
Just don't break anything, please.
Okay.
Um, most serial killer thing.
Like, of course, when I'm first asked that question, I'm like, I don't have any weird habits, but I know I've got some weird habits somewhere.
Yeah. That reminds me of a great quote I came upon yesterday also. Yesterday was a very interesting day, apparently, in my life. Um, I don't know who said it, but it's just very brilliant. Like, if somebody you meet doesn't have anything weird about them,
Mm-hmm.
just means they hide it from you.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Absolutely 100% true.
And I think that's so true. That's like so true. Even if I meet someone new, even if I come across something weird, it's never like an instant red flag because I think like, okay, he's a normal dude. She's a normal girl. She has something like weird about her. It's fine.
Right.
Uh, because it just makes people people, you know. Jess, what about you though? Do you have any qualities that?
Uh, the only one Nathaniel's I can think of is he plays with knives. He will just sit there and like play with knives.
Okay, that's fair.
For fun?
Just for fun, just to sit there and hang out while he's sitting watching TV. He will just sit there and twiddle with
Okay.
knives in his hands.
Okay, that's definitely yeah, that's getting warmer, definitely, yeah.
And I think that counts. Um,
Yeah. Why do you do that though? Just when you're nervous or in deep thought or when
I just fiddle with things. I mean, so she's specifically pointing out the knives, but I will also sit there and play with a little light bulb from her car headlight that I just replaced. So it's not just knives; it's whatever happens to be close at hand.
Okay. I mean that's like reassuring that you're not killing someone. But why knives though? I mean, they're still like dangerous. Like, aren't you afraid of cutting yourself or are you on top
No,
of
I'm
that?
an American.
Okay, oh, that's okay. All
oh,
right.
get on the ride.
Um, fair. That's fair. Jess, what about you? Do you have any uh qualities that
Um,
would qualify you to kill someone?
I mean,
Or
that depends on who you
would
ask.
or maybe would other people like give the impression that you are about to kill someone?
I am the type of person who, when I'm either reading a story or watching a TV show or something, if somebody dies or there is a murder, I'll be like, that's so much effort. Why wouldn't he kill them this way? And then everybody just kind of looks at me like, you've put a little too much thought into this.
Okay. Okay. I mean that's well, I don't know that. Like, I mean that's I know a lot of people who do that though when they like watch true crime documentaries or like shows on TV. Uh, they like talk about how they would do it if they were the killer. Um, which is also very disturbing when you think about it, though.
Right.
Yeah. Myself, I have a very I don't know if it's like serial killer thing though. It's just odd. It's just very weird, and people have told me all my life that it's very weird. I can't stand drinking out of the same cup slash glass as someone, even if I'm very close to the person, even if
Mm.
it's family or a girlfriend or something. I'm like very weird about this. I like clean the edge of the glass with a t-shirt or a rug or something before I drink, and that's so people think that's so weird. Like an ex-girlfriend of mine once said to me like, "What are you fucking doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just don't like that." And she was like, "You kiss me, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's different. We sleep together, right? Yeah, that's different." I don't know what it is about the human mouth that terrifies me. Maybe I don't know whether there's a child story like a trauma from childhood, or I drank from a puddle when I was 2. I don't know. I hate drinking out of the same cup as other people, and
Mm.
I'm very very um yeah weird about it. I just like yeah, just once when I was 7 or something, my grandfather said to me like, "You can't do that. We're family. That's like normal. Don't be such a." Basically, he was saying to 7-year-old me, "Don't be such a bitch. Just drink." Um, and,
Drink it, son.
and and I was like, oh, okay. And then he just went to the kitchen, and I basically threw the orange juice in the flowers, and was like, oh no, I was so scared of this bee, you know.
Nathaniel, you were
And
supposed to hit the lever. You've gone too
I
far.
threw the glass away because the bee was.
Level!
Wait, what's happening? I have to check the stream. What are you guys?
We're exploring my Disney World.
Your
Yeah,
Disney World?
I was going too fast to see the sign.
Yeah, I built Disney
Oh,
World on Minecraft.
oh, interesting.
Also, if you're interested, so you can see stream now, right, Matt?
Yes, I can.
Nathaniel, come
My
here.
phone is my
Oh,
my
yeah.
my phone is like 1.5 seconds behind. It's really nothing.
Hello.
Hey, both of you on camera at the same time.
Right?
Is this real life?
Oh, we keep asking yourself the same thing. Oh, I need to use a boat.
Um,
Whee!
what's with the Minecraft craze though in the last couple of weeks?
Well,
I've never seen you play Minecraft before.
we had a realm that we were playing on, but now
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna rebuild Disney World, but before I rebuild it, I wanted him to see my old one.
Okay. I mean, are we like cool to talk about it in the open? Like, wasn't there some trouble? I remember some messages on Discord
There
that
was. Yes.
someone stole your shit or something. How is that a thing in a game? How can someone steal shit from a Minecraft realm?
Well, in Minecraft, like, you can just go in and, like, loot somebody's base, and somebody actually burned down our house.
That we had spent like a week building, and yeah.
Yeah, they went in and they put lava buckets on our house, and burned down our house.
Why would someone do that though?
Because they think it's funny.
Is that serial killer shit?
Yes.
No, that's just twat shit.
I mean, like, when you think about it, someone is going out of their way to make other people miserable,
Yep.
like, without gaining anything? Or is he, like, looting the place? Is he, like, getting
No, I don't
resources
think he
from it?
really took anything out of it. He just literally burned it down.
Okay, then that's just really shitty behavior, though. That's just
Yeah.
really bad.
He didn't get
Mhm.
anything from it. He just burned the place down. And ours
Oh my
wasn't the
god.
only one. It was he or she or they, whoever it was, burned down a lot of people's houses.
So crazy to me. Because
Right? Minecraft's
you
supposed to
have
be
to.
fun and
I
like
mean,
build your own thing.
that's gnarly almost. Like, why do you do that? That's nothing but evil.
Right.
Like, just picture this dude on a Saturday afternoon
Mhm.
who maybe got stood up by his friends, just had a great meal, and looks out of the window. It's raining, no activities planned,
Wow, you
and
get a whole backstory for this guy.
you know what? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna log into this Minecraft server, realm, whatever, and just destroy things.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what? No, man.
I'm just gonna blow up everybody's stuff. And it was really sad because we'd actually spent a really long time like in survival mode building it. And it just got destroyed. So
What's survival mode in Minecraft? I mean, I've never played Minecraft from I think 2
Minecraft
hours.
has, yeah, so there's two modes for Minecraft. There's creative where you can do it, you have access to all of everything and you can just kind of build at will. And then
Yeah.
there's survival where you have to like keep yourself fed and stay alive and things can kill you.
Okay.
But also any blocks that you want to use, you have to go and
harvest them.
acquire them yourself. Yeah, harvest them yourself.
Okay, so it's basically like a hardcore mode for the game. It
Yes.
makes things
Sure.
harder because you have to be on top of more things at the same time.
Yeah, because like we're in creative right now, and we don't have a health
Yeah.
bar. We're not gonna die. I have access to an entire inventory of unlimited blocks.
We can fly if we wanted to.
But how did you guys react when you found out, though?
I was
I mean,
mad.
if you, yeah, okay. I was about to say, like, I would be
I was
pissed. Like, oh my god.
I
I
kicked
was also
everybody.
mad.
I kicked everybody from the server, and then I made everybody go through like a questionnaire and made them wait 2 days before they could rejoin. As we went through everybody's base to see which bases were left standing.
Wait, what? Like, what do you mean a questionnaire? Like,
They had to DM me and answer security questions before they could be invited to the new realm.
Essentially, if somebody was just going to be a dumbass, we wanted to be like, here, you have to answer all of these questions and go through this annoyance first.
okay.
And
So,
if they,
what kind of questions were there? Now I'm curious. Now I
Well,
want to know.
for one, I wanted all of their information, like Minecraft information, Discord information, not passwords or anything, but just like, what is your actual account name? Because if somebody
Oh,
gives you their
I would have
account,
gone for the passwords for sure. Like, if you want to stay, give me your password for all your emails.
right?
need your social security number, your ID number, your bank account information.
What is your son's first name?
Your mother's maiden name.
Right?
What was your favorite pet in school?
What's the most serial killer shit about you?
You can always count on Matt for the callbacks. Okay, I'm lost. Where did you go?
Back to the railroad.
Oh, over
Over
here. I
here.
see now.
We're leaving Avatar Land.
Bye bye, Avatar Land.
But how long did it take you guys to get back on the horse? Because personally, I probably wouldn't play Minecraft for like 2 years.
It was
I,
another
like-
couple weeks before we got
Okay.
back. And this world
That's
that I'm showing him
understandable.
now, I built 2 years ago, so it's not a current
Oh,
world. This is old. But it is also saved so that even if somebody came in right now and destroyed it, I have a backup save. Revo, thank you for the lark. Hello.
I
That's
always
already
like I always thought of Minecraft as like this perfect, peaceful, like laid back game.
Look up
and now I'm like,
Anarchy
oh my
servers.
god. You know, I'm
Look
like
up
one
Anarchy
cycle
servers.
away of losing everything. Look up what? Sorry.
Like
Anarchy.
Anarchy Minecraft servers. It's well, this is interesting. It's like competitive. I don't know what. Everybody's fighting everybody
Yeah.
all the time. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is chill. It is all just combat and fighting.
It's a me. How have you been, Revo?
Oh, Revo's here. I didn't see him. Hi.
Revo is here. It's a wonder I have any followers left. It's been like 3 months since I streamed.
Yeah, but the OGs will never leave though.
That's true. Which are we going to? Are you going to disclose this tea about the certain individual you mentioned publicly, or do I have to
Oh.
wait?
Maybe you just have to wait. I mean, I was thinking about this before I hopped on here, and normally I wouldn't like. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think he will find out. But then again, then I thought about how would I feel
Right, if
if
somebody else
if
did.
someone was talking about me on some stream somewhere online
Mhm.
and I'm not aware of, and that would feel pretty shitty, I think. So
Yeah, so just
I
DM
would,
me later, and I
yeah,
will be. I am most curious. T,
yeah,
yes, Revo.
yeah, yes. I mean, it's yeah, yeah. It's not like malicious tea. It's just
Right, it's just
annoyance. It's just
dumb.
general annoyance with someone, and yeah, no. I mean I consider myself a pretty relaxed guy, but it's just like he just like really annoys me. Like just stop. Just like no.
Oh,
And
hold on. Revo, my friend. Face reveal. Oh, I'm here. There. Hello. We're actually here in the same room for once.
The echo when you do that, though, is so loud.
I still don't
Yeah.
believe that though. It's some kind of AI thing, I think.
It's AI. Yeah, he's not really here. Just casually a different apartment behind me.
Yeah, green screens come a long way.
That would be so
Hi,
funny though.
Revo.
Like that would be so funny. If this all was just a ruse and you were just like completely
I was just still hanging out in Florida. Technically, I've
yeah.
seen you on social media, but nice to see you live. That's true. That's true. He does have that advantage.
Yeah,
Also,
true
you
facts.
can ride the railroad, sweetheart. I'm just running ahead so I can stop it when you get to where you're supposed to be and you don't just
Sometimes
fly.
I wake up at night randomly thinking about this one picture you once sent me, um,
All right, now this is starting to sound like a serial killer.
where your neck is just like so weirdly twisted. Like
Oh, yeah, I remember
watch this
that.
you watch the stream, and you it's just like so weird, and both of you were like going on and on about how twisted your neck was. And at the time, I didn't see it. At the time, I was like, yeah, that's weird. And like in reality, I didn't see it. But then I studied the picture for a while, and I'm like, whoa, okay, now I see it. That's not normal. So what I'm trying to say is your neck okay?
Is your neck
Do you,
okay?
how's your neck?
That's you, sweetheart. How's your neck?
I vaguely remember this conversation, but
Pick a color.
I picked this one. My neck is fine. To answer your question, my neck is fine.
That's good.
Thank you for checking. Oh, pandas.
Yeah, it's a safari.
Hey, Skelly horse. Weird safari.
So have you been playing Minecraft for the past 2 years like regularly, or did you just come back to it?
I came
Not at
back
all.
to it. Thank
I
you,
haven't
Revo.
played
Thank you for the
Minecraft.
lurk.
Toodles.
I haven't played in a
haven't
while.
played-
I've wanted to get back into it for a long time to like properly rebuild this world that we're in.
Wait a second. Toodles?
Toodles.
Toodles.
Okay, that caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
Toodles.
I've heard that once in my life before, and the person was like a 90-year-old grandma or something. So I was like just ready to Toodles. I was just like so thrown off for a second. I was like, okay.
Well, at my core, at my innermost being, I am a basic white girl, and apparently there's a 90-year-old grandma in there too.
I mean I feel that some days when I'm just grumpy and mad at everything, and you know.
Get off my lawn!
Yeah, that's basically that's a mood sometimes. And I used to say that to my ex-girlfriend a bunch, that I look forward to growing old, just because I look forward to being very, very annoying to certain people. I would definitely be like this grandpa who's standing by the window watching the street. And everybody's like, oh no, let's keep
It's
it down.
him
No,
again.
turn off the music. He's standing there. He's watching us right now. And I'm like, oh, I would be so happy. And I would go food shopping. I would go food shopping in like very like old clothing, and nobody could say anything. And everybody would, it's normal. He's old, you know.
See, what I think I would like to do is be like very very normal. Are you waiting for me? Be very very normal, and then some days just like gonna hike the pants all the way up to my armpits. Gonna get the absolute biggest glasses that I can find.
Yes.
I'm gonna wear.
Yes.
Just be like, all right, today I'm gonna play the part. I'm normal, but today, yeah, no, we choose chaos.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna start growing nose hairs when I'm like 45, like on purpose. Like I wanna see how long they can get, and then I wanna start my sentences with like, well, and gross people out. Maybe I am a
Back in
serial
my
killer.
day.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, early in this very conversation, there was something like that. When you asked me about like pumpkin spices, and I almost said back in my day it wasn't really. um, but I guess I'm still in my days, so it's fine.
No, it's official, Matt. You're ancient now.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I can live with that. Like I said, I look forward to it. So that means I can start living my best life right now. I can start annoying my neighbors right now. But to go back to this very first subject, I am not really a fan of pumpkin. I have to admit, like in no capacity.
It's overrated. It's not. Oh, excuse me, I hiccuped. It's not bad, but it is definitely overrated.
This is where
Yeah.
my basic white girl comes out, because once Starbucks gets back into the fall swing of things, I have a pumpkin spice frappuccino once a week, if not more.
I am so sorry to like put you on blast like that.
You're 5'6"
But-
is showing, baby.
But the most white girl thing you have ever done in your life. I am saying this not knowing what you have done in your life. Is this whole I'm having a glass of milk
Oh no, not this again.
with my meat. That was so weird. That I'm never gonna let this go. I can't. It's just so. And the situation was perfect too, because I literally said to you, "Is that a glass of milk?" Like I couldn't.
You were so shocked. I had roast beef and stew and things, and he was like, "Is that milk or is it a glass of ranch?"
Yeah, that was
I
a
love
legitimate question. I mean, because I was like, "Oh, maybe that's dressing. Maybe that's fine."
No, a whole glass of dressing is not fine. That's far worse.
I mean, to be fair, guys, nothing against no America bashing coming from me tonight. But the picture that Jess
No
sent
American
me-
bashing, but I'm gonna bash a little bit.
Oh yeah,
He has
I
a
can't
right.
I can't help myself. No, but Jess, you once sent me a picture like the Starbucks thing. That was like 2 liters of coffee, and it's like, yeah, it's a regular size or something like that. So maybe a glass of dressing is not so far off.
I got a venti once, and I sent him a picture, and he was like, "What is that?"
It was like 3 times the size of your arm. And it's like, people get that and drink that, or do they share it with a family? Or
They share it with the family.
it's so crazy. It's like the soul supersize thing is maybe it's a cliche, and I'm sure it is, but it's like terrifying sometimes. But to sum it up, when I would tell the story to someone without like mentioning details or your name or whatever,
Right.
just like someone is having like roast beef with a fine glass of milk, like like 98% would be, that's a white girl. That's a white people thing. Nobody would like, oh my god.
I mean, to be
Oh.
fair, her family does make fun of her for the amount of milk that she drinks as well, so.
They call me Minnie Moo.
Okay, that's so wholesome though. That's so cute. Come on, that's kind of cute though. I
It
mean, Minnie
is.
Moo is pretty
That
wholesome,
is
I think.
that is what I am called, is Minnie Moo, because I drink normally I drink about half a gallon of milk a week. Which, how much is that in liters? Because I don't
Yeah, I
know.
was about to say. I mean, I think it's high time for me to have like this calculator like next to me when we are in the conversation. Just like skip this Like, wait a minute, what's that?
Hey
Like
Siri,
a gallon is
how
what?
much is half a gallon in milliliters?
Oh, you got that like. Oh, nice.
It's about 2,000 milliliters.
2 liters
Yeah,
of milk? What did you say? A day or a week?
a week.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, I was like, oh my god. Okay, a week. I think I feel like it's fine. A week is. It would still be considered like a lot, but it's not like crazy. It's not like a
Right.
crazy amount because I drink a lot of coffee and tea.
Mm,
I can't really decide. I drink both, and so I go through like a liter of a milk a week, I think.
okay.
So half of that, and I'm a very like average milk drinker. That's so bad. That's also a sentence that you need to pick apart. But yeah, like I was
Or maybe not. Maybe not.
for a second there, I was like, 2 liters a day? You're crazy. You're not mini moo. You're like tremendous moo. I don't
I'm
know.
Big Moo.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Big
No, but a
moo.
week, it's fine. I think. No doctor would be concerned.
No.
2 liters a week, I think. Um, that's also a very interesting question, though. When we talk about tea, metaphorically before, but now literally, um, is tea a thing in the US, like as a breakfast item? Do you guys drink tea in the morning?
Hot
Or
tea?
is that,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
okay. Also with milk, or is that a European British
Yes.
thing? Okay, cool.
Now it's not everybody drinks it with milk. Some people don't.
Yeah.
I would say that the mm, it is not how to put it. People have to be taught to drink it with milk. It's not the norm. It's
Interesting.
like somebody drinks their tea with milk. Ooh, they're a serious tea drinker.
Okay. All right. Oh, I see. You're a tea person. Okay. Okay. Now I get it. Um, yeah. In Europe, it's really common. It's just
Hmm.
like a normal breakfast thing. Uh, Everybody does it. Well, maybe not everybody because it's very much the question of being a tea or a coffee person over here.
Mm.
Like most people decide on either like one of the two. I drink both because I like both. And yeah, but most of my friends, for example, are like coffee all the way and they despise
Oh,
tea. What's happening?
Rails don't work.
he got stuck up here. Just start there. I drink coffee without question. I am the coffee drinker in the house.
How do you drink your coffee though? Like what's your
Uh,
coffee?
Yeah, Jess. How do you drink your coffee?
with
The first thing, no milk. No, that would be so
no,
funny though.
definitely, absolutely, there has to be milk in my coffee.
Okay, nice.
So milk, cream, sugar, and I will only drink it iced or frozen. I do not like my coffee hot.
Okay, okay. Like, like, hold on. What?
Yeah, I know. That's the one oddity is like I'll make it the same way,
Yeah.
but then I either put it on ice or I blend it.
Okay. I've had like frozen coffee before, but it's definitely an exception. Um, and you said milk
Oh,
and
was I supposed to go
cream?
this way?
Mhm.
Okay.
Do I
Yeah,
have do I have a wrong image of cream in my head? Like
it's like
milk
half and
and
half.
cream?
I don't know
Okay.
if you guys have
Interesting.
half and half there, but it's like half and half. So it's like half milk, half cream, I think is what it is. I don't know. I've never read the back of it.
In Germany specifically, I don't know whether that's a thing in any of my neighboring countries. We have something we call like loosely translated coffee milk. It's a very special kind of milk that's very thick, and maybe that's like half and
I
half.
think it's like half and half, yeah, because half and half's pretty thick compared to actual milk
Yeah.
or cream.
Okay, now I can picture that. Uh, have you never like had it hot?
No, I will drink it hot if I don't have a choice, and I'm really,
Okay.
I just need coffee. I will drink it hot if I don't really have a choice. I just prefer it cold.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I'm drinking my coffee, I'm similar. If I'm drinking my coffee hot, I actually make it significantly sweeter than if I'm drinking it cold.
Yeah,
Oh, that's also very interesting.
yeah,
Why
I
do you
would agree
think
with
that
that.
is?
I don't like the bitterness of coffee, and also probably because the quality of coffee that I have is pretty low.
This one.
The gold one.
Okay.
Yes.
Whee! Oh, I missed.
What?
Whee! There we go.
um,
Oh, shoot.
I saw that.
okay, that was a wild ride just now. Those few seconds of human emotion. There's like this jolly wee, followed by haha, you died. Um,
It's the
um,
Little Mermaid. You can take a
but
flounder if you want.
what was I about to say?
Oh,
Yeah, what about dark chocolate though? Is dark
I
chocolate a
do not
thing?
like dark chocolate. It is the
Okay,
thing.
that
It is a
makes
very common thing. Many
that
people
makes
like it.
sense then.
I do not.
Yeah.
I love
Dark.
dark chocolate.
If it's dark chocolate with like mint or raspberry, it's a different story. I think
Yeah.
those flavors complement each other really well. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's hot take. Not much into dark chocolate.
Well, it makes sense though. It's in line with the coffee thing. When you say you don't like the bitterness of coffee, it's like because coffee and dark chocolate is a very nice combination. Like a huge coffee with a tiny piece of dark chocolate, just a snack, is very,
Mhm.
very common here.
Hmm.
This is a
It's very
Frozen
nice.
walkthrough, by the way, Nathaniel.
Yeah, I figured that out from Hans back there.
Yeah, I like dark chocolate, and
Yeah.
so I don't mind a more bitter coffee.
Interesting. So who's making coffee in the morning with you guys? Who's like in charge of coffee?
He doesn't really drink coffee, so it's almost always me.
Oh, interesting.
Uh,
What about chores? How did you divide chores?
so I do most of the cooking and the cleaning outside of washing dishes. He does most of the washing the dishes because that is one chore that I really just do not enjoy at all.
I also do the
Interesting.
vacuuming.
Okay.
Yes.
I was about to ask, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I do a lot of the cooking, I do a lot of the laundry, and, you know, like cleaning the bathroom is my chore.
And it's not like this is something that we have assigned. It's just kind of
Mhm.
like happened.
Okay.
Yeah, there are certain chores that I do not enjoy, and there's certain that he doesn't. We do switch cooking sometimes. You do cook
Mhm.
every once
We
in
do
a
laundry
while.
together.
Mm-hmm.
So mostly you. Um, I mean, you don't have to answer that, of course. Too private to like to be spoken in public. But how do you guys like living together? Have you like enjoyed it? Were there challenges?
I will
It
let you
is
answer that first.
it is wonderful having the distance finally closed. And,
Yeah.
you know, we've been long distance for so long. It is immensely relieving to just be together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can imagine. I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really nice to, like you said, to just be able to do the little things together and not on a video call.
Yeah, I was about to ask, did that already settle in though? Like, do you guys have moments in day-to-day life where like, oh, you're really like I can reach out and there you
Yes.
are.
There was a day when I got to go take him lunch, and it was definitely one of those, oh, I can just pack him a lunch and go see him at work.
Yeah.
Microsoft.
And what?
Microsoft.
Oh.
Sorry. All right. Yeah. So the other day, we still call when I drive to work, and you know, I looked over and I had her on. I should be out of myself here, but I have her on FaceTime when I drive to work. And I look over and it was just a surprise to me to see my apartment and not her room in Florida. And it was just like, oh, she's like right there.
That's so
Yeah.
cool though. That's I'm very glad to hear that it's a good
Yeah,
experience for both of you.
it's been very wholesome to like be able to just like come home from work and have dinner together.
Yeah.
and not be okay, you know, I'm gonna go eat and then I'll call you when I'm done.
Picture you're here. Yeah.
Right.
And just pretend.
Yeah, right. Just
No.
sit at the table with, you know, your picture on my phone and just wait.
Yeah. Um, but do you guys like? Do you think like that's like the charm at the beginning? Do you think that there's the possibility that there are certain things about each other that could probably get on your nerves?
So
Like,
I'm
are there
not sure
things
there's
about each other
like
where you're like, well, we have to work on that,
there's a
or we
couple
need to
like
find a
things
way?
where it comes to like our timing schedule is we're trying to
Uh-huh.
work out like okay, his work schedule is going to be very different than mine once his regular season starts. So
Yeah.
like we know that's going to be something we're going to have to work to, you know, kind of just balance. But we did a lot of talking about the little things of okay, well I do my laundry this way. Well, I cook this way. Or, you know, I'm this level of organized. So there's kind of a happy medium with everything already.
Okay,
The,
that's
I think the other thing that makes that really easy is we're both um, very laid back on a lot of
Hmm.
those smaller things. Like I'm happy to cede control of some things to her. Like, you know, right before I moved up here, Jess, you were asking like, am I gonna miss my bachelor life? And I'm like, no, I'm really not. Um, there's not there's not things that it's like, oh man, like I gotta share this now. Like that's just not how I'm wired. We're very happy to um, live life together, but also to give in the little things.
Yeah.
okay. That sounds cool. That sounds good and healthy. Of course, I wasn't shooting for something very private. I was like
Hmm.
thinking along the lines of, is one of your more person and is not. Like finding the groove in day-to-day life. Like, okay, he's just not. I don't talk to him the first 30 minutes in the morning because I know he needs his time or something.
So that's one of
Um,
the benefits of us having like different schedules is we have so much time apart
yeah,
during the day that the little time that we do get together in the mornings we want to, you know, sit and talk before he goes to work because then I won't see him until late in the evening. So
yeah,
during the week we have a lot of time where we don't see each other.
yeah. It makes
Um,
sense.
and so we thankfully, you know, we don't both work from home, so we're not constantly on top of each other. Um, so it makes the time that we do have a little bit nicer because we're not getting on each other's nerves of okay, I am never by myself.
Yeah, I mean that would be me. I learned that the hard way that I am who needs space sometimes,
Hmm.
and that doesn't mean that I'm like emotionally distant to the person I
Right,
love. I just sometimes need to be like 30 minutes for myself. I need to think. I
right.
need to listen to a song I like. Then I come back and be jolly, and I.
Hmm.
But I just need that sometimes. And so exactly what you describe, I think that has been a challenge during COVID for a lot of people, like being around each other all the time.
Right,
And I think that's something that most people underestimate a lot. When I'm like, oh, that's my favorite person. Uh, why wouldn't I want to be with him 24/7? Well,
right.
because it sucks sometimes. You
Yeah.
have to,
You have to be your
you
own
have
person.
to, yeah,
Well,
every now and again
I,
at least. Every now and again at least. Like, I think so, yeah. And it sounds very healthy what you described then. For example, what you said about your mornings, when you have so much time apart, the time that you do have together, you just want to spend
Hmm.
talking and vibing with each other. That sounds very healthy because you know in the back of your head, okay, I'm gonna have some time apart from him. I'm gonna have some
Yeah.
time for myself, and I'm looking forward to him in the evening. That's I
Right,
think that's very
exactly.
healthy to look forward to each other. Also in a relationship, very healthy.
Yeah, and something
Um,
else we do that he kind of likes a lot, I think, is in the evenings we'll kind of like we'll be sitting together, but either we'll be reading our own thing or we'll be watching TikTok on our own or we'll be, you know, we're in the same room, but we're not
yeah,
talking. We're doing our own little thing of just kind of unwinding for the evening, you know, which is also really nice to
it's
just
being
have
in each
some
other's
time.
presence without having to be 100% engaged there. It's like we
Hmm.
have that freedom. What is this? area is supposed to be, sweetheart?
That was Rock and Roller Coaster. This is Hollywood Studios. So you just did Star Wars and Toy Story, and now we're going on the Tower of Terror.
Okay, cool. I think the other thing, to backtrack a little bit to the whole, people, having trouble being around everybody all the time, I think culturally the world right now is very much in the devaluing the need, the true need for work, the need for purpose that is, we are people who are designed to work. We are people who are designed to have, I'm not sure exactly the wording to use for it, but we're designed to have purpose beyond existing, and I would say even purpose beyond merely community. We're designed to have I don't know. Work and purpose are the only two words that are coming to mind at the moment, and they're not really satisfying to me of the concept I'm trying to communicate, but it's the best I got.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to that because I have some thoughts. But what I wanted to say, what you described a second ago, I think that's the essence of love for me. Being in the presence of my favorite person and having no need to constantly talk.
Right.
If there is silence, but it's never awkward, that's your person. If there's like silence in the room, maybe even for 30 minutes or something, you just like read or you just lost in thought, and it's never awkward. It's never like weird. Like,
yeah, there's never some like uncomfortable. I have to come up with something to say.
I think that's definitely a sign that's the right person. Because silence in general makes us feel silence when there's someone else around often feels like weird. Like you want to fill the silence, you want to fill the space. But not when that's your person. Not when you know, okay, he's doing his own thing and he knows exactly what I'm doing right now in my head. I think that's very. My favorite people in life were always people that I can be quiet with.
Right.
And that's something
without feeling that social pressure.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. To just. Off the top of my head, like one example, I was like 10, 12 years ago, I was going on a trip with a very good friend of who I have known for 10 years at that time, now almost 20, and we were like visiting different cities for like a day. I think we visited like 3 or 4 different cities in our like area, and at the end of the day, we were both so defeated and tired. And I remember we were on the train and she was just sitting there, lying, like, almost lying down, like this mixture out of sitting and lying. It's like weird. I don't know how to put this. Yeah, that's perfect, yeah. And she was just looking out the window and, watching the tracks and the trees. And I was like watching her and I was like, whoa, that was so, I'm so tired. But I'm so happy she's with me right now. I'm so happy that I got to have this experience with her, but I didn't say anything, and she just looked over at me and smiled and didn't say anything either. And then we didn't say anything for like an hour of train ride because we were both so spent.
Right.
But it was such a cool experience to have. Like, I got your back, man. It was such a cool experience. Thank you for having this with me.
Right.
And I think it's a very important indicator of closeness, friendship, love. If you have someone with you where something like that isn't uncomfortable, that's cool. And about the thing that you said that how did you put it? Like, we need a purpose, we need to work, and modern times devalue work. I have to say to you that I couldn't agree more with that sentiment. I think that's something that I feel for myself, like, especially in the last couple of months, very strongly. Like this, I know exactly what I want to do, and I miss it every day, and it's time that I almost like a Lion King, like almost like theatrical, like remember who you are. You know
Right.
that you know what you want to do with your life. You know what you're good at. You know what you're really good at. It's time to just find your place and do it, man. And I think you're exactly right that modern times convey the message of, oh, it's important to be free. Oh, it's important to
Right.
live every day like you want, and maybe you don't want the next 2 weeks, and I think that's really unhealthy for you when you do it for a long period of time. I think it's very important to have structure and routine,
Mhm.
and a purpose. I would very much agree with that. Yeah.
I think, Nathaniel, you and I are really good at routine. Like we during the week, we've got a routine, we've got it down, and then the weekends we allow ourselves that little bit of freedom of we don't really have to do anything. But it's because we have routine that we can just relax.
Yeah, and it makes the times when you can relax that much more valuable, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. It feels earned almost,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and there's something that I talked about that with a friend a couple of weeks back, and he didn't really. I couldn't really get the message across to him. I think what I wanted to say, but sometimes um, doing nothing and relaxing feels bad to me because deep down I have like this voice, like you could do something else right now, and it would be probably better for you if you did something else. But when I really work hard and have like a very successful month, and
Mhm.
I know that I have worked like in different areas of my life and I have achieved different things. Like rest needs to feel earned for me
Right.
to really enjoy it. I can't just be like, let's be lazy for the next 5 days. Uh, I always have to work for it in order to feel good.
Right.
Um, and he isn't like that at all. He was like, what? I mean, I mean, he's a very hardworking guy. He has a stuff, but he's like, dude, I feel like every day it's 5 minutes from falling apart. You know, I could
Mm.
quit my job and be like for a month in the wilderness. You know, and I'm like, what?
Hmm.
No, what? Sounds horrible. Um, he is. He's very different than me when it comes down to that. He's a very free spirit. He's like,
Right.
he once said it to me like, I'm just playing the game, man. You know, I know
Mm.
what's expected of me, but if I could, I would just like go to Iceland for a
Mm.
year and watch the ocean. You know, like,
Right.
and that's not me. That's definitely not me. I couldn't do.
Even the times where I have felt like that, and I get that opportunity just to, stare into nothingness or whatever, it doesn't seem to last longer than about 15 minutes.
And then you're thinking about doing something.
Like the people who just they go out on the beach and they sunbathe for hours and hours and hours. I don't get that. That just sounds so unstimulatingly boring.
Yeah, that's yeah, very very true. I never sunbathed in my life. I mean, as a result, I'm like white as a beacon of light. But
You glow in the dark?
yeah, oh, very much so, yeah. Um, I'm like an old friend of mine and we had this joke, like this Lord of the Ring thing. Like Gondor is calling for help, you know, because we were both
Gondor calls for aid.
because we were so like bright, like this beacon. Um, and yeah,
When you're so
that's
white that Rohan sends all of their soldiers to you.
that's that's a special kind of white. Um,
That's
yeah,
great. Oh, hey, look,
and
Germany.
and in German there's an expression we say Kellerbräune that literally translates to basement tan when people are very 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 fair skinned and never go into the sun, and we call
And
it
it's
basement tan.
Hey,
Ke
Grilled. How are you? Welcome.
Ke Kellerbräune?
Yeah, Keller is basement and Bräune is suntan.
Bräune. Like broil almost.
Thank you for the lurk.
Yeah,
I don't know why my
uh,
lurk is not working
the
today,
word
but
braun means brown. So Bräune is just a degree of brownness.
Brownness. Okay. Kellerbräune.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
we have such weird words, man. German is We have a lot of words that can't be translated to other languages, and that's why I use these words sometimes. And my very favorite word in German of all, it will never change, I think, is Waldeinsamkeit. Waldeinsamkeit literally means woodland solitude.
Huh.
And what this describes is an emotion and a feeling that you get when you are wandering through the woods by yourself, admiring nature, and being lost in thought.
Nathaniel,
have a
you
word
miss
for that.
Keanu Reeves.
I don't know. I can't miss Keanu. Nice. It is interesting as a I only speak English. Hearing how much more descriptive so many other languages are. It's like wow, like this whole English thing is very undescriptive.
I love your language. I studied it with passion. But that's definitely true about German. We are a language that's used a lot in like poetry
Mm-hmm.
and like epic poetry and long books and epics and so we have like a lot of words that are very hard to explain for non-native German speakers because it's like basically a story. It's a story behind the word, and you use it just like nonchalant to express a feeling, and everybody's like, "What's Waldeinsamkeit? Like, what are you saying?" Um, another one would be Kummerspeck, which also is very weird to explain because Speck is bacon, but it's also fat on someone's body, like fat reserves on your body is also Speck. And Kummerspeck means like desperation. Kummer is desperation, so it's like when you gain weight as a result of emotional distress. It's
That's so
Kummerspeck.
interesting.
When you're just like very upset or stressed or devastated about something and you eat a lot of food and you gain weight, that's Kummerspeck. It's so weird. I don't know why we have these words.
Is that an astronaut?
It is an astronaut.
Ooh.
How long did it take you to build all that, by the way?
18 months.
18 months.
Yeah, it's an entire redstone system.
How many hours did you like on an average week, would you say?
Usually about 3 hours a day, so however much that is per week, and about 8 hours on a weekend.
So that's really a passion project right there.
It very much is. Yeah, it is very much near and dear to my heart.
I missed it. Which transport did you step on?
The last one, Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. Okay, cool. Oh, hello.
Is that a private server though? Could somebody come on there now and destroy it? I'm very scared for
So
that.
technically, it's invite only. So no, it is
Okay,
private.
nice.
Nobody could just pop up and. Plus, I have it saved, so this is just a copy. So even if somebody did decide to try and show up and destroy it, I just have the original. I'm
Okay,
not
that's
building
very,
anything. I'm just walking around it.
yeah,
It's all been
that's very
built,
good.
so very safe. But I made it that way so that way if I ever wanted to share it with people, I wouldn't have to be worried about it.
That's like a very impressive castle right there.
Thank you.
Oh la la.
Alright, you, Nathaniel,
Look
stay
at
there a
that.
second. Do you want wine?
I would
Would you like
definitely
a
take
glass
some
of
wine. I'll never say no to wine.
Matt would probably be disturbed by the size of the wine bottle, but
Okay, I'm so ready. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna like
there's not much left in this,
I'm
but
gonna tilt the phone so that I get the full picture. Let me
okay.
see this bottle.
It's about the size of her thigh.
Oh my god. Okay.
Alright, there's not a whole lot left, but it's empty now, so
Here,
it won't
come
go
show
bad
Matt
at
how big
least.
this thing is.
I will. I'm just hold on. I got him about even.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
There you go.
Thank you, sweetheart.
So, Matt, I'm gonna have to pause a second so you can see it, but this is the size of the wine bottle.
Yeah, okay, okay. Okay. Just
Here,
stop
it's
it. That, no.
This
Just
is
stop
my
it.
hand. This is my
that's
head.
a barrel. That's a barrel. That's not a bottle.
This is a bottle.
Matt, that's just a medium. Here, let me see it.
Look
Let me
at
see it for a sec.
Oh my. It's a medium.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not a
that's
large.
right.
This is not a
That-
large bottle of wine.
It's
This is
just
an
1.5
average.
liters. That's all.
That's so crazy. That's literally. I'm not joking. That's double. That's double the size of a regular bottle of wine. That
It is. It is. That is double the size of the ones that we normally get.
it's. Oh my. That's just a medium. That's just. That's just. We call this lunch bottle because you know.
Bottle.
Oh my god. Okay. Um. But why do you think? I mean, I have watched a documentary like a couple of weeks back about food,
Mhm.
which was very, very bad because I'm doing. Oh God, what's the English expression for that? Is that a thing like intermittent fasting? Fasting?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've been doing that for a while, and it's going pretty good. But I watched a documentary about food while I was supposed to be fasting. I
no.
wasn't really clever.
No.
But,
Not one of your brighter moments, Matt.
No, oh, definitely no. But what was so interesting is they were talking about obesity and supersize and all this stuff, and that's a worldwide problem. It's not just the U.S. It's definitely a
We
problem
were just
in the
the
U.S.
first.
But it's definitely a problem in Europe now and in parts of Asia and stuff. But Japan is crazy healthy.
Yeah.
Japan, they were having like this documentary was from 2023, so it's very, very new. It's not like decades old or something. And 3.4% of the Japanese population is obese. 3.4%. That's and they were trying to find out why is that? Like what's your relationship with food? And apparently in Japan, it's part of the education system, like from kindergarten age, to enjoy and to appreciate healthy foods and why they are good for you and why they are healthy for you and what they do in your body to re-energized and healthy. And so you have like this. They interviewed this like 4-year-old kid who was like, "Yeah, my favorite food is broccoli." And I'm like, "What? Come again?" Oh, I just love onions. You know, like okay. What about ice cream? What about It's crazy. Like this little girl in this kindergarten group, spinach. And I'm like, okay, that's definitely not a thing over here.
Right.
But it.
Megalodon, really?
Well, at least it's not fucking Kraken.
Yeah.
Megla fucking who?
It's
Oh
the-
shit!
It's the pink
It's a
one.
Megalodon.
Not one we care about.
Hey, oh, hell nah.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry. Oh.
How long?
Whoa!
What's happening? Oh no! Oh god! I'm like 2 seconds behind and I'm like, oh my god. Oh shit. This,
That
how
was
did you survive
insane.
this? How did you
My fan on because it's about to be really hot. But I can't put the hood on.
Uh-huh.
I gotta find the middle of the hood. There we go.
This is not fair.
Is that better?
Oh.
Run! I don't know which way we're running, but we ran the wrong way. Run this way. Oh!
Allahu Akbar.
No, okay. Okay. No, it should have been. It should have been.
It was all. It's just a test, though. How far would you go to save your friend?
I'm not ready.
Find out in Diablo 4. Available now. Sorry. So I don't know what's wrong with me. Time I didn't even have like. No, it was
Oh
just
my
fun.
God.
It's just a funny story with the glass of milk. like it's the most normal thing. Like, yeah, there's biscuits. Yeah, there's meat and gravy, and oh, it's a glass of milk. Cheers. I guess. Oh man.
Cutscene? Gale?
What's happening with Gale?
What is happening?
Oh, he's gonna blow up and kill us all, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
That's why you can't keep Gale's body.
Okay. Bruh.
Okay, go!
This is too funny for me.
What is he doing over here? What's the dog doing?
What's the dog doing?
I want you to treat me like a dog. I need to learn to find you. I know.
Right there. Right. They're killed.
I got him. What can I say except you're welcome?
What are those?
They're bots.
Well, God.
Ow. Jeremy, I'm dead.
You gotta be fucking me! We better still get our fucking loot! The ship's launching!
Find out. It didn't say it launched automatically.
That's true.
Okay, why do you look so much cooler than me again? It's the antlers, right? I mean, I have no chance
The
to look cool.
antlers. Reindeers are better than people.
Oh my god! Don't tell me that's an actual song.
Yeah, from Frozen. Sven, don't you
Really?
think I'm right?
I have a random question. I'm sorry.
No,
Maybe
go
just
ahead.
To light the mood.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite noodle? What's your favorite kind of noodle?
Oh, there's blood.
Okay. Tender topic apparently. There's blood.
Oh,
Stop
here's
talking about noodles.
Go!
There
Yes!
you
Hit
go.
the button! Hit the button!
I hit the button. There we go. Yeah, you guys should not have left me to
Alright,
do
you
that.
ready? You ready?
Can
All
I'm
of
on
us.
the bottom.
No, we all have to
Oh,
be on the.
4 people
No,
need to have
no,
the
somebody
alert.
over here!
Oh. I'm the bottom. I can't do anything.
That's
Okay,
what
hush.
she said.
Still cannot bite or maul things. I'm not happy with being able to transform into beasts without eating things. I'm just slapping them, like
So you're
like
just-
bitch slapping them around. This is
You don't like just being an oversized, grumpy Care Bear, is what you're saying.
yeah. Though. The
Elliot?
story of the sweaty. Whoa! What? Whoa! Oh my god! Never do that again in my ears. It was.
Oh! Bye, Matt!
Megalodon, really?
At least it's not fucking Kraken.
Yeah.
Megla fucking who?
It's-
Oh,
it's-
shit.
It's the pink
It's a
one.
Megalodon.
Not one we care about.
Hey, oh, hell nah.
Yeah, man.
Run. I don't know which way we're running, but we ran the wrong way. Run this way. Oh!
Well, God.
Ow. Jeremy, I'm dead.
You gotta be fucking me! We better still get our fucking loot! The ship's launching!
Find out. It didn't say it launched automatically.
That's true. Bro.
Okay, go.
This is too funny for me. Right there. Right. They're killed.
I got
Try to escape your demons. And
Yeah, I would say you're not fighting anything if you're doing that.
Yeah, you're suppressing something. Maybe that's
Mhm.
that. You literally, like you're literally drowning it in yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
But I
it's
mean, also
getting-
think about how many people do that with media, whether it be video games or TikTok or TV or and there's a whole bunch of different things that people could be doing the same thing with. It's just a different Oh no, I lost it. It's just a different substance.
And that's the problem with food, though. I mean, when you're addicted to crack, you can stop doing crack.
You're speaking from
and-
experience?
No.
Sorry.
He says no.
I had to.
But food is a daily necessity. You need to eat.
Right.
So when you have like very unhealthy eating patterns, and if it's a psychological thing and it turns into an addiction, it's like, I think it's especially hard for some people because, well, you need to sustain yourself. You need to
Right.
eat every day. And I think that's definitely interesting to do like research on, like what is happening and why is it happening. And like what you said before, why isn't it happening in countries like Japan? Because Japan is a very modern country. It's very, very like, it's a very wealthy country. Also, it's the technology in Japan is insane. I have a friend who spent 6 months in Japan, and she said it's like a different universe. Almost.
Yeah.
It's crazy how this whole country works like a well-oiled machine. It's everything is clean. Everything is like perfect. Like it looks like a picture book sometimes, and it's almost scary. And yeah, and Japan also has a very strong connection to the West historically,
Right.
because Japan, like copied the West in the 19th century a lot to just keep up with the technology and the way of life and stuff. And so it's also, in a way, it's like I would say, I'm sorry if it's wrong and I don't want to tell lies, but I would say that Japan is definitely a Western country in Asia from like, and so it's very interesting that they have like an obesity rate of like 3%,
Right.
and that it's not an issue at all. Like they get it, they are on top of it. Why aren't we?
Right.
That's interesting. What's going on? But yeah, I think, like you said before, it's a cultural thing, and it's it's definitely not a simple issue. you have to tackle it from like very many a lot of angles, I think, to get a hold of it.
Yeah, and food is, like you said, food is something you need, and so if you then become addicted to it or you use it as an escape, well, you can't quit completely because you still have to eat.
Yes.
And so I can only imagine how difficult of a thing that would be to break because you still have to eat food. You can't just, unlike other substances, you can't just quit cold turkey because you need it.
You need the
Cold
cold
turkey.
Yeah, you literally need the cold turkey. Eat it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's hard. I mean, I love debating those issues and thinking about them because it's everyday life, and people are different and people have their own like demons to battle and challenges to face. It's very interesting to hear their story, but it's also very like we talked about, like how does something like the body positivity, how does that sustain itself? Like how can those people not recognize that's very dangerous?
Right.
And that's weird. But I think human beings are weird. Me included.
Very true.
So I would say I have probably some how can like, and I'm just keep doing it because it's part of my life. But thankfully I don't have any. Never had. Also because I think it's another thing that I thought about a lot because of a friend of a friend. It has to do with people you are spending a lot of time with, and people who are your friends who are negative influence sometimes. And I was always very blessed in that department, thank God. How do we backtrack out of something so
heavy
depressing and severe like that? So what about the election, guys?
Oh no, please don't. That's like 5 times worse than whatever you were just saying.
Wow.
So your country's falling apart.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
So they tried to kill Trump? What do you mean? No. It's been. I have been thinking about you guys on a regular basis. Like, I mean, I think about all the people in my life, but I have been thinking about you guys specifically.
Us poor American souls.
These last couple of weeks, because what is happening over there? This is so crazy. This is so crazy. I've been watching. I mean, I don't want to have like this political conversation now. Just a couple of like tidbits for a second. I was watching the debate, the first debate, and I was like, and it's not a secret, I'm a very liberal, left-leaning guy, so I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not a Republican, and I'm definitely not Team Donnie. But I was looking at Biden, and I was like, this guy needs help.
Right.
This guy is not well. How can you not see that? You know, and I was reading like headlines. New York, like Biden knows exactly where he wants to go, and I was like, yeah, he knows where he wants to go. He wants to go in bed. He wants to,
right.
I don't know. He wants to sleep. He wants his coffee, his cocoa with marshmallows in it, and he definitely doesn't want to leave this country anymore.
No.
I think. And it was just crazy. He was stumbling over his words, and Donnie was just having a field trip with him, and I felt sorry for Joe, Sleepy Joe, really.
I think that's a common thought. Is a lot of people feel sorry for him, even on the liberal side. It's just like this is very clearly, ouch.
Yeah, he's having a hard time with it.
And it's also very hard to come to terms with because he used to be such a fierce debater. When you look at, I was watching on YouTube. I was looking up an old of his that I read upon like on X. Yeah, I'm still on X, even though I don't want to be. That's a separate issue. No, I'm sorry. I was reading about this one debate. I think it was 89, 88. And I was watching this debate, and that's the same man,
right?
Because he was walking up and down, he was gesturing wildly, he was screaming, he was laughing, he was like brimming with confidence and life, and I'm like, that's not the same person. That's like he doesn't he cannot do that anymore. You need to let him rest. He's an old man who needs his rest.
Right.
He is 80, 82, 83 years old. What are you doing? Like, this is...
And I think that's been part of the frustration from the right, or at least, I'm fine, I'll just say my own frustration, is everyone, at least over here, has wanted to say, like, you know, Joe Biden's the absolute best choice, he's incredible, you know, he's amazing, all of these various things that they want to say about how awesome Joe is. And we're like, he's very clearly not. And
Not
then,
anymore, at least. Even
Right.
for the left, yeah.
yeah, and
Because
then
none of us are
suddenly-
arguing who he used to be. It's just
Yeah.
he's not anymore. He shouldn't be up there
Yeah,
anymore.
He has been in politics for 50 years. He's been a
Right.
senator and vice president or whatever for 50 years. Let this dude rest. Like, enough. Like, what are you doing? I don't get it.
But the frustration is we're all like, yeah, let this dude rest, to use your terminology, and everyone, you know, until the day before he dropped out of the race, and was like, oh no, he's amazing, he's awesome, he's totally cool, and now suddenly the left is like, oh yeah, nope, Joe needs a break, you know, we need to give him his time, he's doing the right thing, this is great, he's letting those who have the energy come up and do it, and I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm being gaslit here, like. I'm getting whiplash, and this isn't even my party.
That is very interesting. That has been very interesting to see as a European, because it's. I don't want to be disrespectful to your country. I said this to Jess when we talked about the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
I take my jabs at America. You know, I make fun of you guys every chance I get. It's fun. But I said this to her. I have a lot of issues. Guys do. Sometimes I just throw my hands up in the air and I'm like, what? But I will never forget that every day that I live freedom is because of you guys.
Right.
You liberated Europe. That's just a fact. And I'm an historian. I studied all that. I know all of it. You know, and that's why, as much fun as I'm having, like pulling punches sometimes, in the back of my head, I'm always like, yeah, we're brothers, we're family. You know,
Right.
we're basically on the same team. We should and that's why I watch all this very, very carefully, and I just want you guys to be all right. You know, I just want America to be fine, and thriving, because it's good for us as well.
Right, because as soon as America falls, and I don't think a lot of people realize this, but as soon as America falls, a lot of other countries are going to suffer.
I think so too, yeah.
If America
I mean,
suffers, a lot of other countries, because we're defending still a lot of other countries financially, so what happens if we're gone? Then what?
I mean, there's a lot of people and a lot of voices in Europe who we need to step out of the shadow of America.
Yes.
In certain areas, because we are way too dependent on you guys in certain areas.
Right.
We have been. It's like I read this essay a couple of weeks back that was very almost touching, really, because it was painting this image of a father and a son, and it's like it's time for us to be on our own.
Right.
We there's no risk of a war between us in terms of fascism or something. Like, we learned democracy from you guys. We are not specifically Germans did. I mean, the French were fine, I think, because they came up with the whole thing. But
Right.
Especially Germany is very in debt to America in a certain way, and I think it can be very healthy to be like, yeah, it's time for us to cut certain ties without negating that we are, like I said, we are family. We are
Right.
family, and we should always watch each other's backs. But it's never wrong to go your own way.
Right.
And I think a lot of people, especially my generation and the new generation, so mine and yours, it's almost fun to constantly make fun of America and criticize.
Right.
And especially, like what you said, we cannot forget that we are very much depending on you guys in a lot of ways. You guys really, if at all, a friend of mine always used this expression, if everything goes tits up in America, we are screwed as well.
Yeah.
And we should not kid ourselves. We will definitely suffer the consequences when you guys like, if your country would turn to civil war or
Yes.
something, we would like it would suck for all of us. Like it's not good. So I want America to be fine.
Yeah,
so
because
that's
we
funny-
help so many other countries also when they go into crisis, and so if we can't help anybody, there's a lot of countries that, not necessarily Germany or France or anything in
Ukraine.
more civilized Europe, yeah, Ukraine or any of the countries in the Middle East that we're helping, if we're fighting each other, we're not going to be helping anybody else. And so then what happens to those countries? They don't have us to send them guns and weapons and machines, and they're just on their own.
And that's definitely something. I mean, like I said, always quick to make fun of America, but that's the whole situation with Ukraine is something where I'm deeply disappointed in us as Europe because we underestimated Russia for so long. We have been turning a blind eye to a lot of things happening over there that have been coming to the surface in the last couple of years, and it's been shocking to me.
Hey Rosie, how are you? Welcome to
how
stream.
Politicians couldn't be like more aware of what was going on, and now I'm like looking at the situation several times a week, and this is a fine mess. What do we do about it? Like, how do
Excellent. I am very glad to hear that.
Matt, that's like the most European thing you've ever said. And this is a fine mess.
yeah, that's oh, yeah, it sucks, man. It's just at the end of the day, the situation is horrible. I hate it. I don't want people to die. I want people to just be able to live freely and not having to fear for their lives. And to come back to America and to the election thing, at the end of the day, I don't want to sound indifferent, but in the end of the day, I don't really care who is in power, as long as the country is fine and as long as the relationship to Europe is stable and good.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm not really... I'm just very concerned about you guys in the sense of please don't start a civil war. Please don't...
Please don't kill each other.
I mean, I'm not kidding. On January 2021, I was glued to the television because I was scared. I was like, what is going to happen if your democracy falls? Like, what is happening right there? Right in front of my eyes. What's happening? Crazy times, crazy times, and I hope it's just gonna be fine at the end of the day. No matter who wins, I hope that things are
peace. And I think that is what a lot of Americans want, is they don't care, just peace.
Yeah. Everybody should be like, that's a basic human right almost, I think. Just try to live peacefully and not having to worry about your safety all the time. It's something that I definitely took for granted all my life. And that is something that the situation in Ukraine and all the fugitives from Ukraine who came to Europe, Ukraine is part of Europe, who came to like Western Europe, made me realize, like Matt, you have been incredibly naive. You have been naive all your life because you never had to worry about it. And all of a sudden you meet people every day, you talk to people every day, like successful people like lawyers, doctors, who lost their home, had half their family killed, and are on the run, basically.
Right.
And it's so crazy.
And they have to worry about their life.
Yeah. And I am upset if they don't have like my favorite bread at the supermarket. You know, it's so fucking crazy. It's just not right in a lot of ways. I need to check my privilege from time to time, seriously. It has been a very hard lesson. But here we are a couple of years later, and I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, please, just peace. Just try to
sweetheart,
find
that's the
an
exit.
end to this conflict. It's crazy.
Rosie, are you a Minecraft player? And are you new to the stream? I have not streamed in like 2 months, so if you are a follower, I am so sorry.
Are you gonna stream regularly now, or is this just...
Yeah, I intend to.
Now that life has calmed down a wee bit more.
Yeah, now that my schedule is back, I intend to stream regularly,
That's cool. That's good.
and I have promised to start Dark Souls. So
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. I was thinking about the Obi-Wan thing. Like that's a thing I haven't heard in a long while because it's been so long. But yeah, you said that you will play this game. Very near and dear to my heart. This game. There was one last thing that I wanted to say to try to build bridges to happier subjects. Yeah,
Because we went from obesity to politics.
yeah, conspiracy theories are a lot of fun. A lot of the time for me, they are fun because I come across them on X a lot. Big surprise. And there have been so many conspiracy theories about the Donald Trump thing, and a lot of them from the right. And like I said, I love to make fun of them, but some from the left as well, who were like, "That's all staged. He was never in danger." And even I, who, like I said, never misses an opportunity, was like, "How do you think?" Like,
right.
did he say like, "Yeah, please shoot me in the head, but don't kill me"? Like, what? How do you think that whole thing went down, man? This is oh my God. Aim for my head, hit me ideally, but don't kill me, please. That's God, that really.
I'll pay you.
Yeah. You will be famous. You will also be dead. But oh my God,
We won't talk about that part yet.
That's crazy. It's really crazy. But let's talk about something, more uplifting. Why is television so good in the last couple of years? Why are so many shows on television?
I don't know, but speaking of TV shows, we have all just watched House of the Dragon.
Yeah. Such an excellent show.
That ending. I was mad that is where it ended.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Have you read the books,
By
the way?
It has been a long time, but I have read some of them.
I am currently listening to I think about Clash of Kings.
Yeah, that's the second one?
Yeah, it's the second one.
Yeah, that's the second one, yeah. I love Game of Thrones. I love the whole universe. I love I love George Martin's writing. I also have some of his other books, like Fever Dream is a very good book. And I also read the book that House of the Dragon is based on, Fire and Blood.
Yep.
What is so cool about it is that Fire and written like from a witness perspective, like some old maester is writing it all down, you know, and there are certain things in the show that are different than in the books, and in the books, like he says, like we don't know what really happened. We think that happened, and so it's really cool for me to see who has like read the books, like, oh, it wasn't that way, and he said he isn't sure, and it wasn't that. To give you an example, spoilers for season 1, when Luke is killed by what is his name, Aemond, I think. My best friend, she just calls him Pirate because she has trouble with all the different names. And in the books it says it was a vengeful act, and he enjoyed it, and he was like, you know, laughing doing it. And in reality, he didn't want to do it. In reality, he lost control of his dragon and he regretted it terribly. And that's very interesting that the history is painting him as this like, oh, he did it because he's an asshole and wanted to torture. But in reality, he was just like playing around, lost the plot, you know. So stuff like that, I love stuff like that, like tiny changes like that who are rewarding. And yeah, the ending was, but the ending was so cool though. I mean, I get where you come. The ending was, it's very bad because things are about to go down.
Yeah.
But the way they ended it was perfect, I think. When all the different armies came
Yes.
from the different directions, and you hear the themes of the families.
Mhm.
You hear like the
Mhm.
Stark theme and the Lannister theme, and it's so cool. It's so I'm so pumped. I'm here for it, dude. I'm
Don't
ready
get me
for it.
wrong. I loved how the ending was. I'm just mad that we
Yeah.
now have to wait for the rest.
For like
Yeah,
2 years.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years. It's gonna be. Oh my god, it's crazy.
That's the part I'm mad about. I'm not mad about how it ended.
Yeah.
I'm just mad that now I have to wait.
The acting was so brilliant. I couldn't believe some of the scenes. I mean, I always watch like American TV shows and international TV shows in English because I think like in translation some things are just lost. And I'm so happy that I do because especially the scenes with between the two queens
Yeah.
and the way that they talk to each other and the dynamic is so captivating. It's so good, and some lines are just thrown around so casually, but they cut so deep. That's so crazy. When they talk about in the last conversation, they talk about kill her son in order to be accepted as the real queen, and she's okay with that, and well, she's not okay with that, but she accepts that, and she's like, history's gonna paint you a villain, you know that. History's gonna paint you like a coward and loser and a villain. And she is like she stands up straight and is like, they should think what they must. I am at last myself.
Right.
It's such a powerful line. It's so good, and it's so fitting for the character because she's not this vengeful bitch. It was a genuine misunderstanding on the deathbed. She thought that her son was the chosen one because she didn't know about the Song of Ice and Fire. So she is not like a Cersei character who's like knowing the truth and just wants to stay in power. She was
She didn't
genuinely
know.
thinking, yeah,
She thought she
genuinely
was doing
thinking
best.
she was acting in her husband's interest, and that's what makes her story so tragic.
Is it
And
that way in the books? Because I've
Yeah.
heard that in the books she was actually much worse than Cersei was.
in the books, it's like the way that I described it before. There are like different versions of her and different descriptions of her character depending on who you ask, so to speak. But I love her in the show, and it's definitely it saved Game of Thrones for me because the last 2 seasons of the show sucked, and season 7 and 8 are they hurt me, and I'm a nerd to the core, man, and 7 and 8 were just, oh my god. No, it was just fun. It's just a funny story with the glass of milk. like it's the most normal thing. Like, yeah, there's biscuits. Yeah, there's meat and gravy, and oh, it's a glass of milk. Cheers. I guess. Oh man. He's definitely not my favorite, but the scenes he's in are almost all great.
True.
When I don't get in the second season when there's this battle where I'm getting confused with all the names. Rhaenys, Rhaenys. Yeah, when she dies in this battle sequence, there's this slow-mo scene where Vhagar lifts up to the air again.
Oh, it was
horses. Epic. It was so. I screamed at my TV, "Piss off! Piss off!" Because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe that this was real. And I mean, I read the books before. I knew what happened. I knew what would happen. But the way they put it on display is just masterful. It was so cool. And this is something you can think about George Martin what you want. I'm not gonna like be mad at you if you say like it's not my cup of tea. But no one does characters like him because every character in this franchise is interesting.
Right.
Even like minor side characters have something weird or interesting or intriguing or deceptive about them. No character is like forgettable. This is crazy because he has like hundreds of them. And
Cutscene? Gale?
What's happening with Gale?
What is happening?
Oh, he's gonna blow up and kill us all, isn't he?
Alrighty, folks, that is the end of the Minecraft stream. Thank you guys so much for being here.